Alright, I'm on video 2, I'm rewatching my videos, and I just want to stop and say something. So, the 1x2 created right here, where the 7 and 13 are encased in the C part, okay, very important. Okay, if you were to reduce them 1, 3, 7, and then 3 and 7 make a 10, it's a 1, 1, 0. It's the equivalent of 110. Okay, the circled 1x2 here of the 7 and 13 is equivalent to the 110. It's also equivalent to an 11 circled by a 1x2 because a 1 and a 3 is a 4 and a 7 and a 4 is an 11 and it's circled still 110. So if you look at this just as a 4, because it's part of a 1x3 and a 1x2, so you have to reduce the 13 to a 4. You have to. It has to be a 174 magnets needed in heaven. And once you have your 174, 110, you got to look at your 74 is an 11. So now you have your 111, 11, 0. You have a 1, you have an 11, and you have 2 more 1s. You have 5 1s. Welcome to 5D Earth. You have 5 1s is 0, 2143. Because duality becomes 1 by understanding the Saturn, or the Jupiter-Saturn matrix, which is the 4-3. The 4-3 in the 2143 is Jupiter-Saturn. Duality between Jupiter and Saturn. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 4, 3. Now the next thing I want to say right now is that when you come down from the 3, you're going to go to the 5. So there's your 3, 8, 5. And you're going to go this way because you're going to go up to the 76 and make the same type of C that's here, down here. And I think that's rather interesting. It makes like a W with a little bit of an X at the top. That's not why I want to talk about this. We don't want to talk about this is because of the 4-6 split. The 4-6 split shows up down here too. Okay? Between the Sun and Jupiter. This is the Sun, and that's Jupiter. There's a split between the Sun and Jupiter. Never really thought of that. That's Jupiter. That's the Sun. Why wouldn't it be? That's Mars. That's Mars. Sorry, that's not Mars. Sorry. Never mind Mars. 6 is the Sun, 4 is Jupiter, and they show up here in Armageddon. Of course, 1 Jupiter, V with the Sun, 0. 1 Jupiter, Ving to the Sun, all encircled? Anyway, I'm going to keep watching, I guess. But, I don't know. Divine inspiration. What's the date? Alright, so I'm on video 3 now, and I got all stumbled up in Cobb. Okay, and I got to 158 as the 91 plus the 56. The 56 is just a circled 55, and there's lots of 55s everywhere, okay? Lots of 55s everywhere. So, okay, that's kind of symbolic. So, 91 plus 56 is 147, plus there's 11 tracks for 158, and there's 2 album sides for 160. Therefore, I assume I need to get 14 somehow. And then I got all jumbled up at Cobb because this changes... What is it? Changes 1 Bowie. Sorry. Changes 1 Bowie. And that's just your 3rd, 15th, and 2nd letter. You reorder them like this. Let's do it a different way. Let's say your 5 and 5 is 10. 10 plus your 1 is 11. And 11, you have to circle the 1, and circle the 11. And 11 becomes a 12, becomes a 13, becomes a 14. 14 plus 160 is 174 magnets in heaven of the cellular energy device, depicted by 32 magnets on 5 rings, plus 14 magnets piercing it on each of the axles. The end of the tip of each of the axles that's rotating. Wow. Alright, so now I'm on the 4th video. And the 4th video, I got stumbly kind of when I was talking about the 2-1 and how many it takes to get to the 2. But I didn't realize there's a 1 above it. And I didn't realize that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means the 5 will be the scene. And if you make a V between a 2 and a 1, you get a 21. And I think that's kind of interesting. This one could be the 2-2 paradigm because it's a 2-1 encircled in a 1x2. So it's like a 2-1-1 or 1-1-2 or 2-2, and that would be your 2-1. Okay, your 2-2 again would be the north-south to be the 2-2, and then the left-right would be the 2-1. Now again, right here, outside of the 9x9, on the 10th row, that one here is a 659. 6v9. kind of interesting. So trying to wrap up the final video. So again, the 34 down here depicts the three one-dimensional lines and 4 zero-dimensional singularities. 4 zero-dimensional singularities are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 one-dimensional lines are going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay? It's kind of like your visual light spectrum, because all this is derived from a dot. The only way you can see a dot is because of light entering your analog eyeball via the lens, which is curved in the inverse way of the outward light shining from the interior octagon of our cell. Then your brain translates that analog signal into a digital representation of what you perceive. And everything has a certain amount of linearity to it. Because you know what? Linearity is really useful. And I'm a fan of linearity. I'm a fan of my brain decoding light so I don't have to think about it. But when I think about it, I don't know, maybe I want to give my brain some props. So, enjoy your day, I guess. Alright, I just keep having thoughts, and I was going to do a whole Grinch Who Stole Christmas scene where his heart grew 3 times too big. And the only reason I know this is because of my understanding of the number 26, okay? There are 14 cells in the heart, and I believe there are 12 cells in the spade. I don't think it's 1414. If it is, and those are added, and I think it'd be a little too bulgy. So, I'm gonna give space for the right hand of God and take away from the left hand of God. So this one will bulge out, this one will bulge in. And what I think's happening is there's 14 and 12, there's your 2-6 connection. 26 is, again, God, 7, 15, and 4. It's a 12-month calendar that we use, which is on the left, which is, I guess, improper, you know. They just really recently told us about 13th zodiac, but I think there should be 14. I think we should have 13 months in a year and have the days not static for each month and have it follow the solstices like it should. And I think we have 28 days in our 13 months is 364 days in a year. And 14 zodiacs, including Ophiuchus and Orion, would be proper, as I've done a long time ago. So again, what we use, probably what we ought to use, and we still need to modify our months because there's definitely 13 months, not 13 zodiacs, okay? Why can't they all be 28 days and follow the moon? Follow the beast cycle. I have to say it, of a woman's menstrual cycle. I said it wrong. God damn it. We should follow the beast cycle, aka a woman's menstrual cycle. That is meant to be a joke. Everybody laugh. I'm Pagliacci.